Hey everybody, welcome back to Lost Judgment and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for taking the time to click on this video. And if you guys want to stick around, I'll be doing an episode 16 here. So we just started chapter 7 Blindsided here. And it's getting really juicy. We have to go see Saoi Sensei, but if you haven't seen the last episode, I'll leave a link top right. I would honestly suggest you watching it if you want, but it was a lot of fighting and honestly, probably one of the best fights in this whole series. Even from Judgment, this has been the best fight. Alright, without further ado, I won't say much here because we have to go see Saoi and probably something huge will occur during this time.
Sure is quiet. This is where the fight went down?
Yeah. But to look at it, you wouldn't think anything had happened here. Sawa-sensei, you there? It's Yagami.
What's up?
The door. It's unlocked. Huh? Sawa-sensei?
No! Wait, talk!
No way.
Oh, God.
Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? No, my goodness. Oh my gosh. Why?
The school teacher, Yokosawa, is murdered in cold blood, and Yagami is torn with grief. Her death is merely collateral damage to Soma of RK. Soma's real prey is Kuwana, who narrowly escapes his trap. It seems Kuwana had buried his true identity among a host of other secrets, and to unearth them, Yagami crawls deeper down the rabbit hole.
Chapter 8 Phantom of Ijincho.
Yeah, that's fine. I get it. You don't want us touching anything inside the room. Is it okay to wait for you inside then? Some private investigators from Kamurocho, Yagami-san and Kaito-san. Yeah, I asked them to help us out with a case we were on a couple days ago. Yes, see you soon. They're coming. The cops are on their way.
All right. She was murdered at the hands of Soma. Master. You lied when you said they had no business with her. Why did it have to be her? How did she get pulled into all this?
If it's answers you want, you gotta be a detective, Talk. We can see the kind of shit that normal people miss. We'll notice what they can't. For now, can you put aside the pain and do the work you need to do?
I think he's right.
First, let's narrow our focus. It's not about who or how she was murdered. What's more important here is to figure out the answer to the why. Let's consider her connections. We know one of them was to Kuwana the handyman. Where that leads is that Soma's gang was after Kuwana and that's why they broke in.
In that case, the clues that we're after here are her personal relationships. There's our lead. Something that shows how a teacher could be connected to a guy like Kuwana.
Yeah. Except Kuwana's a fake name, just his alias. His real name was Kitakata. Soma gave us that.
I don't have much time until the police arrives. I have to be as thorough as I can right now. Oh my gosh.
What the?
That's so sad. I feel so heartbroken for
There's
her.
one visible wound here. What do you think, Kaito-san?
Sure is tiny. Think she was stabbed with some kind of long needle?
An ice pick, most likely. Soma was holding one up to her.
An ice pick to the nape of the neck would be fatal. Is that how she died? If so, I only hope that she didn't suffer long. No obvious wounds on the body, nor where she's bleeding from, at least. I'm sure the police will perform an autopsy. I just hope I can see the report myself later. Let's check around here. Clues to the truth. What's up? Yeah, this is just brutal. It's actually really sad because she was actually really kind to us at one point. Like, I know that she was not, you know, trusting right away, but because we were new, we were asking questions. Better peek in the trash can.
Uh-huh. Smartphone. Could this be Sawa-sensei's?
Probably.
Maybe some arcade thugs barged in, took her phone, and threw it in here.
What do you want to do? Check her mail? Call log?
Yeah, I do. No good. It's got a pin. But we don't have time to crack it now. Cops will be here soon.
So, we just gonna leave it here?
Yeah, unfortunately. But let's look around some more.
Okay. Maybe we can find a passcode or something, right? Okay, let's look around here. Kitchen wasn't really touched.
What the?
Soma Akutsu's footprints. Probably a few more arcade thugs too. The police look into the footprints. I should find other clues. Okay.
Hey.
What was that?
Suspicious.
Oh, that was weird. It just kind of like went through it. Is there anything up here? Purse. Bag. Missing something big around here because there's a huge like mess here, but there's nothing to really inspect. So there's nothing here. Maybe I can like walk further. No, I can't. Yeah, I'll be disrespectful if I do that. Here. Books again. Smartphone. Body, neck. She has tears around her eyes. Damn it. She must have been terrified. Maybe there's something with her hands. Nothing. Feet. Picture frames. Nothing. I'm really missing a lot here apparently. 1 second. No, I can't go through there.
Uh-huh.
There's more footsteps here though. Right? We already examined the footsteps, so there's nothing there. I must be missing a lot of stuff apparently. The drags are all messed up. Oh, there's something here.
Blood. Not a lot, though.
Yeah, looks like it.
Trail of blood, probably hers. How far does it go? Sawa-sensei's blood managed to reach this far? Karugawa Academy yearbook?
Suspicious.
Yagami-san, isn't that yearbook from when Sawa-sensei went to Kurokawa Academy? Wouldn't there be photos of people like Yui Mamiya and that bully Kawaii in there?
Oh. Yeah, you're probably right.
Weird that there's so much blood around it. Maybe she was trying to leave us a clue.
What do you want to do? Take a peek inside? Kind of frowned on to mess with a murder scene, yeah?
If you're gonna look, make it quick. The cops will be here any minute.
There's not enough time to check the whole thing.
Now think, what do I need to do in this yearbook? Take a yearbook with you, no. Look at it until the cops arrive, no, don't touch the yearbook. I don't want to take it with me, but I should at the same time.
I'm gonna hang on to it for now. I'll turn it over to the police later. It's now or never. I won't get another chance to come back to this room.
You're gonna take it? Really? Is that even legal?
Of course not. But fuck legal this time.
Those shady Kurokawa Academy graduates might be connected to Mikoshiba's murder. But we're the only ones with that lead right now. The cops could turn this place upside down and still miss that.
Good point. It's better off with us then. Feel like that's what Sawa-sensei wanted. It's now or never. Sugiura, we'll deal with the cops. You take the yearbook and get out of here.
I have to play the thief?
Play? Isn't that exactly what you fucking did back in Kamurocho?
Why you gotta bring that up? Fine, I'll do it.
I don't have much time until the police arrive. I have to be thorough as much as I can right now. Wait, how were they able to get in? I told her not to open the door until the police came. I'm sure that's exactly what she did. So let's check. Someone cut the door chain. Looks like they used a bolt cutter. They came ready. They had tools and forced their way in. Didn't even care who saw them. I can't imagine how scared Sawa-sensei must have been, watching helplessly as they pried her door open. Yeah, I mean, we probably had to take that yearbook. I just didn't know what else to do because, let's be frank, what are they gonna do with a yearbook? Open and be like, oh yeah, it's a yearbook.
I see. So, Hotshot, according to you, the guy who killed Sawa-sensei was...
Kazuki Soma. He's the leader of a bunch of thugs in Kamurocho known as RK.
Yeah? Well, great. Case closed.
Then what's your take on the murder scene, Nabe-san?
Tone it down, buddy. Remember who's got the badge here.
There are footprints of several different men who have been in Sawa-sensei's room. That includes yours, by the way. We'll be analyzing these footprints first, and we'll check any security footage in the surrounding area. We'll ask around for eyewitnesses and narrow down our suspects. And we'll look into RK too, of course. Appreciate your help with that, Detective Yagami.
I just saw the coroner walk in. You saw the body too, right?
Yeah, just to get a rough idea. Her body will be taken in for an autopsy.
Does your rough idea include the cause and time of death?
Cause of death, a single stab from behind into the nape of the neck with a weapon similar to an ice pick. As for the time, we're estimating she's been dead for about 3 hours.
3 hours? That means it must have been right after I saw her on my phone.
Someone from Arcade tried to get rid of me too. These guys won't hesitate to kill someone to shut them up. But why would they go this far? What do they want with Kuwana?
Nabe-san, the police need to get a warrant for Soma.
We're asking HQ about him as we speak. We need at least a damn mugshot for a warrant.
Then isn't it time to hit the street, get in some thug faces? Assume any face you don't recognize is from RK.
I get how you feel, man, but pull it together. Actually, I'm curious about that Kuwana fella too. He's lived in Ijincho forever. Why were Kamurocho thugs after him? Now I hear Kuwana isn't even his real name? He and Sawa-sensei were connected, but how?
I'm looking for those same answers myself.
So you know jack shit about anything important. Then you can go on home. We'll just make sure we can reach you.
Sure about this, Nabe-san?
Yeah. Assholes like him work better on a loose leash.
Foul-mouthed as fuck. But not bad, Pops.
What now?
Nabe-san, aren't you gonna ask me about Ehara? You know I went to see him in prison.
Oh, that.
You saw the video of Ehara killing Mikoshiba, didn't you? I was coming to talk to Sawa-sensei about it.
Your point?
I think there may have been a link between what happened to Sawa-sensei and Mikoshiba's murder. In which case, wouldn't you want to pump Ehara for information? Why aren't you jumping on that?
We got orders from the top that Ehara's off limits. Forever. They said if we want to try to peg him as Mikoshiba's killer, we'd have to complete completely flipped the guilty verdict on his harassment case. Not exactly the kind of shit a beat cop can pull off. Besides, nobody seems to want to investigate the Mikoshima murder. Not us, not HQ, not even the prosecution.
So cops get to just quit working an investigation because they don't feel like it?
If there was even a hope we could close it, every cop here would be all over it. Everyone knows Ehara stinks to high hell. They still won't let us touch the goddamn thing. It's above our pay grade. We'll bury the case so deep it never sees the light of day.
Yeah, feels like Sawa-sensei's case is about to get the same treatment.
Hey, I told you to watch it, buddy.
Save the dirty looks for your superiors. They're the bastards so desperate to sweep this under the rug.
Hell do you?
Cool it, Sakurai.
I know this is all very sudden. We don't have many details yet. And as you've heard, the police are working to find answers as we speak. Sawa-sensei, well, she got mixed up in some sort of incident. This may attract press to the school, and some of them may even wish to speak to you, but please, do your best to ignore them. Again, we don't have all of the facts, and it's not for all of you to, well, none of you are under any obligation to speak to them, so please don't. All that I can ask, for now, spare a prayer for Sawa-sensei, please, if you can. Please. Please.
Okay. We better get everyone back to class. Starting with the third years.
Excuse me, Yagami-san? If you don't mind, Chairman Okuda said he'd like to speak with you if you would be on campus today. It's about Sawa-sensei.
Yeah, I can do that. Will he be in his office?
Yes. Thank you for everything, sir.
I should head over to the chairman's office, but it's gonna be hard to talk about anything. Oh man.
Yagami-san,
Oh, hey.
I still can't believe what happened to Sawa-sensei.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know anything about it?
I saw the scene of the crime. I was the first one to find her.
What?
The killer's still on the loose, but I know who it is.
Is there any way I can help? Maybe you could share some details about the case.
No, not this time. This one's too dangerous. I'm not gonna get you involved.
But...
Just leave Sawa-sensei's case to me. Don't you have your own cases to solve?
Yagami-san... Okay.
Listen, you're a brilliant kid. You can't afford to let this throw you off your game, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. If I let that happen, it'll damage the MRC's credibility.
Exactly. So here's what I'm thinking, Amasawa. Let's just carry on like normal. And please spread the word to the rest of the MRC. That'd help me out a bunch.
Yes, I can do that.
Alright. Oh, jeez. As we were, let's go see the chairman. I wish you could see the look on my face when that happened. My hands were above my head. In disbelief, I'm gonna be honest. It's because she didn't deserve it, to be honest. It's not like she was trying to butt in. Even she told Yagami to stop talking to her, and look what happened. It's just unfortunate. It's so sad, to be honest. It kind of hurts.
Enter. Thank you for coming.
Sure. No problem.
Have a seat if you would. that detective's report, Sawa-sensei was... well, it said you were the one who found her body.
That's right.
You had been concerned for Sawa-sensei's safety before the incident. You're able to see things I can't. You have something of a gift for that, Yagami-san.
I wish I could agree with that. But I'm overlooking details. I'm letting too much slip away. And quite frankly, there's still a lot that I haven't figured out yet either.
Like what? May I have an example?
There's this local handyman. Kuwana is the name he goes by in the city. Right before it happened, I ran into him in front of Sawa-sensei's apartment. There's no way it was a coincidence.
So, you think he could be the culprit?
Actually, I don't think so. Not really. That said, Kuwana has something to do with all this. Sawa-sensei may have gotten caught up in his mess. In fact, Kuwana is just an alias he uses, and he's being hunted by these thugs from Kamurocho. They're a gang called RK, and it's weird, but they've been looking for this punk named Kawai. And Kawai's connected to it too. Sawa-sensei went to the same school as him 13 years ago.
Wow, these details are flying so far over my head. Your investigation has gone well beyond what I can comprehend, and it's left me in the dust. But I just can't do this anymore. Between my own faculty and the press, I'm being bombarded. I'm afraid it's just too much for me to bear.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But you know what? What's been the hardest part is feeling so powerless as all these young people have their lives cut short. Ikushibukun being discovered dead, Ehara-san committing murder on video, and now poor Sawa-sensei's tragedy too. I can't help but feel in my heart that these incidents are related. That somewhere below the surface, all these misfortunes are connected to the same root.
I would have to agree.
Then I suppose it's only a matter of digging down deep enough. Though I couldn't begin to imagine how much soil would have to be turned to uproot it. But one thing, Yagami-san, if you would, could I ask that you continue to keep digging until you get to the bottom? Can you? Sawa-sensei deserves to have her chance at justice. A wonderful teacher like her. Why? She had her whole future to look forward to, the poor woman. And now this happens. It's just not right.
As it stands, I still need to collect more evidence. So you know, I can't make any promises just yet. I could hit a dead end. But no matter what anyone does, no matter who tries to stop me, I'm gonna keep digging.
You're a saint. These past few days have felt like a never-ending nightmare. What a breath of fresh air. And I appreciate the good news.
Of course. I'm glad we could talk, Chairman.
And now, Sawa-sensei's old class is going to be my next worry. I'm sure you're well aware that that class has some students with a penchant for causing trouble. I fear that with her gone, we may need to prevent a relapse for those bullies you stopped.
Are you referring to Koda-san then? I understand. While I'm working on campus, I'll keep an eye on them.
Yagami's a good guy. Trying to help out as many people as he can during these hard times. I should check out Class 2 before I leave the campus. I would be shocked if there was bullying at this time. It's kind of hard for the students, so why would they resort to something that would make them and everyone else around them miserable? Maybe to make them feel better? Doesn't make sense to me, but hopefully it doesn't resort to that case. Hopefully I don't have to fight any students. After everything that I went through, I don't think they should be remotely even facing me during these times. Yagami's on the next level of anger, and I'm sure if you find Soma, we all know what would happen, let's be honest. Alright, we're here.
Yagami-san, what do you want?
You know, things have been really weird around here ever since you showed up. First, they find Mikoshiba-sensei's body. Now Sawa-sensei winds up getting murdered. You the angel of death or something? Is that it?
I wouldn't blame you for thinking that.
Everyone's so damn gloomy. Sucks. Sawa-sensei was popular with all the boys. But her classes were super easy, and honestly pretty boring. You won't catch me moping around crying about it like all these losers. Ha ha! Hypocrites. You assholes were practically celebrating what happened to Mikoshiba-sensei.
Hey, we've heard enough out of you.
Yeah? Fuck off, you little twerp! What do you want, Coda?
Yagami-san, we're fine. There's a lot we don't understand, so we just feel a bit vulnerable right now. But, well, if you learn more about Sawa-sensei, could you please keep us in the loop too?
Oh please, bitch! What's with this goody two-shoes bullshit?
Fucking chill, Akane. What's your problem?
Like I said before, I'm a detective, and I'm looking into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. That's why I was talking to Sawa-sensei. It's highly likely she got wrapped up in that case. So make no mistake, I'm going to find the truth about what happened to them both.
Kinda pointless. The internet's already branded Mikoshiba-sensei as the villain in all this. Everyone says he had it coming since he used to be a bully himself.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, if you're interested in hearing my report, just drop me a line. Maybe seeing my work might put things into perspective for you.
Detective my ass. Just get out of my face!
So, about Akane. She was really into Mikoshiba-sensei. They got along great, chatted all the time. Then all of a sudden, he just disappeared. She thought they had a connection, but turns out it was only one way. Now, she's always so pissed off. Keeps driving herself over the edge because she can't even reach the brakes. I'm not saying all this because I expect you to forgive us.
The fact that you recognize you did some awful things is a step in the right direction, at least.
I'm sorry, Coda. For everything we did to you.
You can't expect her to ever forgive you. If anything, expect that she never will.
I know.
That said, good job apologizing.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, that makes a little bit more sense why she's upset, though, because I think she's hiding her emotions through anger and trying to just make it on anyone else why she's angry. It's just in terms of ways to express herself through emotions, and obviously that emotion is very vulgar and aggressive. But it's a means to keep her from showing her true emotions, which clearly kind of, seep through the lines, and even he said it himself that Akane is not doing well herself. Alright, looks like I believe we'll be going to the Yokohama 99. If I were to give it a guess. I might be wrong here, but we'll see. I should head back to Yokohama 99 so we can hammer out a strategy. Can't say I was not right. With that being said, I know there's a few things we gotta do, which is, well, I'm saying that like I have other things I have to do besides go to Yokohama. I am going to Yokohama 99. Just so that we can continue moving with this story and just have a well, just to understand what the heck is going on. Sawa Sensei is now in the middle of all this, and she's no longer around. Mikoshiba was also a problem, and he's no longer around. Ehara is still at large, and he has accomplices left and right that no one knows what's going on. It's just a lot of questions without a lot of answers. And you know, in these games, you know how it be. You don't get that answer right away, but you best believe things are going to start erupting left and right. Because I know that in this game, when there's more answers, there's more problems. And you could see that in the last episode. Again, if you haven't seen it, I'm not trying to tell you or force you to, obviously, but whoa, was it ever like a huge wake-up call for me. It was amazing to begin with. I really enjoy. I'll fight these guys, why not? They're here in front of me. And they're not really strong. I didn't see any of them with a purple bar around. And purple bar really indicates... Sorry, I don't see them with any like I don't see them with a purple, I guess, diamond above their head, meaning that the enemy won't have a bigger bar of health. And again, I'm pretty good with my, I guess, my stance. Like, I find that snake style is kind of a cheat code. If you time the dodge mechanic perfectly, which I didn't there, you can dodge, you can push them away, and it causes them to be staggered enough for you to do some moves. And that should do it for this guy. But it's really fascinating how some of these stories progress and where they take the turns. Now that it sucks that she's no longer with us in this game. Although now there's some questions that emerge from this, right? Kuwana disappeared and he seems to be linked with a lot of this. It's not even his real name to begin with. And on top of that, we still don't know what Somo, why he did it. Is it even Somo that did it? Yes, there was a video of him holding the ice pick, but there wasn't any evidence of him actually doing it. But he was, you know, last seen with her. Who knows? There's so many questions. I just don't know. We'll see when we go here.
Hey, welcome back, Tak.
Good to see you, Yagami-shi. How'd things go at school?
The chairman told the entire student body about Sawa-sensei at an assembly. Everyone's pretty shaken up.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Alright, let's get to talking.
We've been waiting for you, Yagami-shi. Let's plan our next moves. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
While in a meeting yesterday, Sawa-sensei received a call that her apartment was broken into, prompting her to go home. Judging from the events that followed, RK must have called her using the apartment manager's name. And that's how they got to Sawa-sensei.
But RK wasn't after Sawa-sensei. They were actually after Kuwana, weren't they?
Yeah, Akutsu and Soma both said so. I think Sawa-sensei was used to lure Kuwana out.
Why would Sawa-sensei be bait to draw out Kuwana? How the hell are those two connected?
That too, but why is RK even after Kuwana-san? Thugs from Kamurocho want a handyman in Ijincho?
Right. There's still a lot we don't know. We need to find Kuwana before RK does and get some answers out of him. Kuwana isn't even his real name. Apparently it's Kitakata. RK didn't seem to be familiar with the name Kuwana. Truth is, we don't know anything about Kuwana. All we know is that he's a handyman in Ijincho.
I haven't been able to contact Kuwana-san since yesterday, but I left a message asking him to reply.
Where's the office for his handyman business?
He ran his whole operation from a cell phone. Not even his business card lists an address. Oh yeah, Kaito-san. Didn't you call up all the places we went drinking? Did you find out where he lives?
Yep, just found out. Looks like Kuwana lives in some kind of prefab shack off West Central Street. Sounds like pretty shitty conditions for a guy charging up the ass for his time.
Well, if we know that much, we might as well go take a look.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Tsukumo, we'll talk more later.
You never slow down, Yagami-shi.
Already know. Yagami never slows down. He's always on the gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes, my friends. So let's grab these 3 items. Let's be honest. I have to grab them. Going to be a heck of a ride using these items to update my drone. Especially if it's the same concept as Lost Judgment. I am looking forward to not getting all the components I need to get the drone maxed out, etc. Get the achievement. It's a huge achievement just to get a little thing. It's ridiculous. So I don't mind. I know I say that and I do obviously mind, but I'm saying I don't mind in terms of doing that again. Since I did Judgment, I did the whole thing for the platinum. It's not hard, it's just tedious. Like, you're gonna have to take your time with it, and you know you can't just kind of do any, you know, I don't know how to say it, but you can't skip out on it. Like, you're gonna have to do it, you're gonna have to do a lot of tedious parts. There's a lot of easy parts in this game, a lot of tedious parts for some trophies.
And stay down.
But from what I've read and what I've heard, apparently Yakuza games, their platinum trophies are a lot harder than this platinum trophy. There's a lot more mini games, a lot more, I think difficulty spikes is also another way to say it. That makes it a lot harder. Alright, so we're here at the shack.
Is this Kuwana's place?
Yeah, I think so.
Guess it's kind of fitting for an unlicensed handyman.
Alright, looks like we can go up the stairs, I believe. Yep. Kind of a guess there, to be honest. Didn't look like it at first.
Huh?
What is it?
The door's been forced open. Maybe with a crowbar or something.
If anyone was in here before us, it had to have been RK. Aside from us, they're the only ones after him.
That means they're already a few steps ahead of us.
RK's got the numbers behind him. We can't beat him to the punch every time.
I don't think Kuwana's been back since last night. He probably caught on that he's a wanted man. He might not even be in Ijincho anymore.
Then what do we do here?
His real name's supposedly Kitakata. I want to know who he really is and why he used a fake name. That'll make his connection to Sawa-sensei clearer.
So you want to find clues that point to his true identity? Is that what you're saying?
Took the words right out of my mouth, Kaito-san.
I need clues to uncover Kuwana's true identity. Hopefully there's something left here. Hopefully. Kaito-san's reliable as a partner as they come. Plenty of muscle and once in a while, pretty sharp. True. I do miss the free SP you get from just looking at stuff that's not related to the clues. This area was probably a mess long before RK even showed up. True. RK, I don't even know what sense of Royal Knockout? Royal Knock?
Suspicious. Leftovers from a ramen cup. Would it have killed him to clean up a bit? I'm starting to think this place was a dump even before it got ransacked.
I agree with this statement there. Just looking around this area before I move to the next little location. If a sofa like this was in the office, I'd never want to get any work done. Looks like we're okay, let's move forward. A stove that matches the office interior surprisingly well. Nothing else special about it though.
What the?
An ashtray.
An ashtray? Huh. That's weird.
No ashes.
With all the gross garbage in here, this ashtray is oddly empty.
Think so?
Hey, suspicious.
I mean, yeah, it's clean and all, but so what? Could just be freshly empty.
Except it hasn't been washed, or even used in a while. See the layer of dust on it?
Okay, and? You think a dusty ashtray is gonna get us Kuwana's identity?
Maybe. Or maybe it's nothing.
Am I wrong to press on with this? No, anything suspicious is worth investigating. True. Maybe the shape of it will have to do something in the future. Okay, anyways, let's move on. Everything came off the shelf when it came down, likely from RK ransacking the place.
They made one hell of a mess in here. Bet they had no clue what they were doing. Looks like they just wanted to trash the place.
Yep, pretty much screams RK. Nothing more than a bunch of punks.
True. Anything else?
Hey, what the? Cigarettes. Are these Kuwana's?
I don't think so. Pretty sure he's been vaping.
Oh, that's right. He smokes e-cigarettes. An ashtray that's hardly been used. Regular cigarettes that aren't being smoked.
That bug you or something? Plenty of folks smoke normal cigarettes and vape, too.
True. But a detective can't find answers without going over every last detail first. Suspicious. Hey, look at this lighter.
What now? Whoa.
A USB memory stick disguised as a lighter.
Did you just hit the jackpot or what? That has to be important if Kuwana was hiding it like this.
What matters is the data on it. We'd be able to check it now if we had a computer.
Then why don't we head back to Tsukumo's?
Thank God we found something. I've had it with this place. We should get out of here. Really? There's nothing else? 1 second.
What the?
Could this be where Kuwana sits? Where the hell is he anyway? True.
Suspicious. Is this a computer power cable? There's a mouse here too.
There was a laptop here. RK must have taken it. There's probably a treasure trove of info on it.
And RK's got anything of value out of this place already.
Come on, don't be emo.
I mean, he's right. We do have, you know, the freaking USB Yagami. Alright, I think we are good to go. There's a spot here. A bachelor's futon set. Probably never been washed. Ugh, can't imagine the stink. I think we're good to go. Let's get out of here.
Oh, it got dark. Huh? What's the matter, Talk?
Looks like a meet and greet.
Oh, yeah? Think they're RK?
Well, they're the only ones looking for Kuwana other than us, right?
Don't see Soma or Akutsu, though. They sent the fucking B team.
Probably for the best. If Soma was here, I don't think I could stay cool.
Yeah, me neither.
Which one of you is gonna talk? Where are Soma and Akutsu?
There's no point in talking to a dead man.
Uh-huh. Well, if that's how you're gonna play it, then we're not holding back either.
I could take down Akutsu. I could take down a whole gang of them, but I can't take down a simple team that's here. Like they said, B team. Whatever. It's my fault. I'll be more observant before I keep fighting. But for now, I'm doing okay. I'm taking out 2 guys here. And this should be... Okay, I kind of, I guess, missed the other guy. Whatever. Take you out. Push you a couple times. Drop your health a little bit. Oops. There we go. I had to use this more. I realized that these enemies are, like, pretty weak. So if I just do a couple moves, they're going to be more likely... I don't know. Gone. So like, for example, this enemy, I don't need to do it. This enemy, I definitely don't need to do it either. He's gone there. Here, I'll do a DDT. Should be good then. Probably 2 more, yeah. I will. Keep going. I should have done that since the get-go. Because now it's just a big guy. And we'll just beat him up a little more. Got him with the dodge. He hasn't gone to a super yet. I'm kind of surprised about that. He should be going to a super very shortly, though. I thought I dodged that. Oh, I didn't do much damage. Come on, we got this. Oh, whatever. That's it, I'm gonna pop off. Oh, come on. I'm popping off. Come on, Kaito, let's do this. Let's see if I can do a drop kick. Yeah, perfect. Kind of like a bicycle kick. That's a lot of damage. See if I can do some damage while he's on the ground. I really like that dodge. A lot easier this time around. Did not have to use a health kick or anything with health-oriented items whatsoever during this fight.
Where are Soma and Akutsu? I want to talk to them.
We can't contact them. I swear. They're the ones who contact us. It's always been like that.
Figured as much. Most of the arcade crew are just chumps.
Yeah. I bet even Soma is just another piece on the board, taking orders from the real mastermind. Thugs don't work gigs that don't pay. Yet they came to Ijincho, outside their turf, to commit murder.
That's true. Sounds like someone's funding them. Must be some generous perks.
Definitely. Otherwise, Soma and the others wouldn't be causing so much chaos over here.
Then, who's the one pulling RK's strings?
I don't know who it is, but I know what he's trying to do.
Which is?
Catch Kuwana. RK's just following orders. And Sawa-sensei was probably collateral damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shit. I swear I'm gonna drag this bastard out on his ass.
If we keep looking for Kuwana, we'll run into the one behind this all eventually. And this could be our first clue.
Then we'd better get back to Tsukumo's.
What's going on out here? Are you friends of Kuwana-san's?
Yeah, we are.
And those gentlemen on the ground?
Those guys? Oh, yeah, they're just wasted. Little nap and they'll head right on home.
Ah, I see. Well, that's just fine.
Excuse me, but you know Kuwana, don't you?
Sure. I mean, he's lived next door for the last 10 years. He's a handyman. Anytime we were short-handed, he'd come by and help us out. We'd pay him with our daily special.
This man and his wife are Kawana's next-door neighbors.
I haven't heard from Kuwana since last night. Do you happen to know any places he visits often?
Let's see. He has an uncle that took him in when he first came to Yokohama. Called him a distant relative or something. He's an ex-Yakuza running a bar since he got out of the game. Apparently, this uncle is how he started getting gigs around town.
What did Kuwana do before he became a handyman?
Beats me. Maybe some kind of corporate job? I don't think I've ever asked.
Where can we find Kuwana's uncle's bar?
Oh, the bar's called Siren. It's over in Chinatown. I've been there 2 or 3 times myself. The owner's a real nice guy. Hard to tell he was ever a Yakuza.
Then we better get over there too. Can't afford to fall behind RK again. Let's hurry.
Thanks for everything. And sorry for bothering you.
Oh, don't mention it.
Okay. It's so random.
Kuwana-san first arrived here over 10 years ago. The owner of Siren introduced him to practically everyone in town. The bar is in Chinatown.
Let's hit it. Let's roll, Tom.
So I was thinking, actually, let's just take the taxi. Be quicker. Save me the trouble. I think it's around here, so let's just go over there. I know it's a little further away, but I just want to stop by actually a place and grab some food before I call it a video, because knowing me, I will completely forget, and I'm probably gonna get beat up by a lot of Yakuza / arcade thugs. And frankly, I just want to make sure we get it to a safe spot closer to where we need to be before the end of the episode, because I want to make sure we are good to go and that you guys are good to go for the next episode. I've been really enjoying this series so far, guys, so I'm really grateful that you guys are sticking around through this. I know I'm not really that great. I must say I'm trying really hard to get better at this. But I must say I'm getting better at the whole dodging mechanic, which is really fun. It's a really fun mechanic. I think it's something that the game does very well with this new style that's being incorporated. Because the new style helps you at least dodge while putting them in a vulnerable position to attack them. Hello, hello. Oh, my full. Never mind. My health is really full. I thought it was actually low. I'm mistaken. It's fun to go through this area actually, because I've been to Chinatown in Like a Dragon, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and you get to see some cool spots that you've been before with his name escapes me, but the main protagonist in Like a Dragon. But it was a lot of fun when I played it. I suggest you guys play if you haven't already. Very, very good game. I'm just looking for a convenience store. Is it this one right here? Can I talk to you for convenience store? No, they're all selling buns. What the frig? All of them are selling buns. I guess that makes sense though, because they are, I guess, a shop that sells only buns. I'll just check this one spot. If not, I'll call it a video, I think. Although I think this is the same concept. Okay, one more place and then we're calling it a video, guys. I know that I'm just saying that a couple times, but I just really want to find an area to buy some items. This guy looks like he sells more than just items, to be honest. Jeez. I don't have the money at all for that. Anyways, looks like it's not in the cards, but I'm going to call it a video here, folks. I do greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. I'll pick up 2 videos. One will be about Judgment, because I already played the whole game of Judgment. And the other one will be another random video you might like. I'll see you guys in the next episode, everybody. Bye for now.